doing tonight either. But I do want to do as much as I can. But how's it going, everyone? Happy Thursday. One more day till it's Friday. Side
What should we
quest?
do with this cargo addressed to Veer? We've lost contact with Veer Prime, so we'll probably have
Not
to
sure
dispose
what
of it
there
as
is to do,
undeliverable.
but there's probably a fair
All of us
amount
from
to
the
do,
same
so
planet?
yeah.
Could I give it to her to take? It's so tough not being able to go home. So please.
Okay, so I can come down whenever. But before we do that,
With things the way they are, we gotta be extra careful with figuring out who's a friend and who's not.
true. Let's go look around for a bit though in the meantime. This place does look nice though, I won't lie. Ooh, let's play. Cause why not?
Let the battle of wits begin.
Yeah, we can start with basic for now. Shit, it's a big one. There we go. Damn, he reduced my MP. Well, that's fine. We're gonna turn this around soon enough. We are turning it around. Damn, you would take that spot from me. Wow. Took out my soldier. And we're still okay though. We're still in the lead after all. I do have a lot of ways to keep it up. That sucks. Like, I'm still doing more damage overall right now, but... we'll see how it goes. Dude, you have so many assassins, what the hell? Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Because we need to do something or else we're gonna get our ass whooped at this rate. Yeah, just beat him up. Wow. Really? That sucks. We're doing so well, too. Is this permanent, or...? Oh, damn, I might... Damn, I honestly might lose this at this rate. We were winning Z, but now we're probably gonna lose because of what he did to me. What's up, Z? Welcome to the stream. I think this is a GG, unfortunately. I'll come back later with something else. Just exploring this new ship we got on. Before probably doing some more side stuff.
This is the...
Probably not much to do here, but
You're a princess, right? Please
just
order
to pique my
Midas to stop messing with things down
curiosity.
in engineering.
Oh boy. What is Midas doing? This game reminds you of Tales of Arise. They are action RPGs after all.
Chloe, what's this?
This one's just more sci-fi, considering Star
That's
Ocean.
odd. Chloe! Chloe!
So honestly, like, obviously we're in a spaceship right now, and you got some sci-fi stuff. And a few other things, but then you also still have this ancient civilization right now, which is where my protagonist comes from. But the other protag, you can do something else. But it's a pretty fun game, honestly. You don't need to play any of the other Star Ocean games so you don't feel like it. It does help you know some of the lore in this game, but it's not mandatory since the games are pretty self-contained. Oh, you're right there? Right now we're just wrapping up one side quest.
You want to give me cargo addressed to Veer? I see. Even if I wanted to deliver it, it's just not possible. But even if I can't help, you might be able to. Please take it in my stead. But even if I can't help,
Well, let's go get that done. Then we're probably gonna do some private actions before continuing.
You delivered it? No, you took it.
glad to be of assistance.
Nice.
There are so many planets. We're not just carrying physical things like cargo. We're carrying all our feelings with us.
Okay, I'll go talk with them later for now. There are some things on this planet that I do want to do, so let's just take a look at which locations I should go to for some side-related stuff. AKA the private actions. Undelivered. Oh, I might as well do that other side quest along the way. Wait, where is it? Okay, so he's at the castle too. Yeah, might as well get this side quest done. Okay, where are you? In that other room. Okay.
Royal capital.
Here you are.
There are reports that Imperial forces opposed to peace with the kingdom have started a rebellion. Princess Leticia, as one of the few familiar with the Tyrannus, my sincerest thanks for your
Now I have to go to this shop, I believe. Yeah, I have to go here. And then fight the enemies over and over. First, let's change out our party to our actual party, though. Nina, you're gonna be here. And Mario, you're gonna be there. There we go.
Take over.
Being popular.
Now I just have to fight a couple enemies in here. And in the meantime, we're gonna just go and chill and such. Anyways, hope everyone stays and well.
Threat detected ahead. Threat neutralized. Assault. Insufficient output destroyed. Warning. Energy levels. Threat neutralized.
I don't think these count for the end for who I need to fight.
Insufficient output.
But it's fine. We get XP at least.
They were fools to try. Threat eliminated.
But anyways, my day's been busy, but still getting a fair amount of work done nonetheless, which is a bad thing.
Initiate emergency protocols. Warning. Energy levels low.
By fire's embrace.
Destroyed. Acceleration.
I don't think this is the one nightmare, but
Destroyed. Threat neutralized.
oh, okay, but it's somewhere in here. So, yeah, we're just gonna go through this and find them.
The enemy is
Oh, there they are.
Destroyed.
your fate sealed.
Okay, we took out a couple. So anyways, what happened today for me? Pretty much went to work. More or less the usual, but like I said before, got a fair amount done, so decent day at work overall. Went to the gym.
Prepare yourselves. Light of guidance.
Warning. Energy levels low.
I guess my company ended also along with the fact that my company was spoiling with me with food again. Which someone today just happened to brought donuts again today. And don't worry, Z, there were no coconut donuts in it. That was nice. That's not for my coworker, who's fasting this week. Or else he would be enjoying the food too. But he can't. But yeah, someone brought more donuts today. But I'm not gonna complain about.
By fire's embrace.
Warning. An item from threat neutralized. Things destroyed. Threats detected.
And then there's someone who, so yesterday was our payroll manager's birthday, and they got her a carrot cake, which was pretty. I didn't eat because I had so many donuts yesterday. But carrot cake is nice. And then someone else brought cake for some other purpose, I think. It was a more traditional chocolate cake, which no one's been eating it. Which I haven't been eating just because of all the donuts I've had.
unfulfilled.
Not to mention, I'm probably going to have cake tomorrow on Saturday because birthday and all. So, but man, they've been spoiling Halo 3 lately. Oh damn, I died. And yeah, he can heal me. Or if I Nina, I can use the healing. Or not. Okay, how many is that? Okay, halfway there. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if I get spoiled by even more food tomorrow. But it's probably going to happen. Today I did have to control myself just because I did go to the gym after.
We have company.
More than you deserve. Acceleration. Warning. Energy levels low.
And tomorrow is probably going to be busier with what I do have to do. But
To try.
it'll be nice to get tomorrow out of the way before my birthday. Which, by the way, like I said before, I am planning to do a fairly lengthy Fall Guys stream on my birthday. Or probably not a lengthy stream, but that'll probably be the birthday stream. Playing Fall Guys, and if anyone wants to join, feel free to. I'm pretty much going to be playing Fall Guys throughout tomorrow, or Saturday. Which should be a fun time.
How exquisite.
Okay, just need 5 more. Which they could be anywhere, honestly, so actually, let's check here first. Probably in the lowest stacks, honestly. Or not. Supposed to be 5 more in this area somewhere. But before we get to Saturday,
Ready to fight, everyone.
I do want to make as much progress as I can in this game since we are fairly close to the end.
Neutralized. Warning. Energy levels low. Destroyed.
Okay, we finished the quest. Okay, at least this was a monster quest, or kill the enemy type of request, so not fetch quests, thankfully. But yeah, tonight, obviously, trying to make more progress in Star Ocean. Tomorrow will be the same case as well, leading up to my birthday. And then Saturday, I'm not sure when I'm going to stream on Saturday, but it'll be a
So
Fall
the
Guys
reports of
night,
rebellion
or
were true.
Fall Guys Day.
I am most grateful that you were able to thwart their efforts swiftly, Your Highness.
Glad to be of assistance.
Although the war is over, there is much yet to accomplish.
That is true. Anyways, are there any other quests I can take here? Let's try doing some side quests here. Let's go to Kado. It's either this or I have to continue the story more before I can do this. But we can check regardless.
Sorry if it sounded at all like I was talking down to you before. I can only ask that you...
I would like a private action of Mariel, but hopefully not too much longer until then. Wait, there's supposed to be 2 people here?
I say, you've become considerably stronger than you were in years past, Albie. You find ample opportunity to train on your journey with Letty?
Yes, and I do not intend to fall short of you.
Listen to that
Choosing
confidence.
a winner.
Then how about we bring this to Letty? If you and I were to have a match right now, who'd be the victor? Well,
I accept. A fine challenge. Your Highness, I ask for your fair judgment.
Very
Dang.
well. Understood. In that
Well, we know
case-
who I'm gonna pick. Ooh.
I would be the victor.
hold now. Whatever do you mean?
A bout between Theo and I was the topic in question.
Since childhood, the two of you were oft in competition, and I was oft excluded. Well,
Dang.
I too have had my share of experiences on this journey, and am now stronger. I do not lack against the two of you.
Oh? You do know you cannot rescind such an invitation to a night.
Cease, Theo! Highness, please be careful with your assertions. Theo will take you in earnest.
You constantly strain yourself, Albie.
Okay, let's go look for Albert and Ray. Who should be in the inn.
Pardon us.
Or at the bar instead. I don't really care much about Theo. Oh, let's go look. Oh, is it probably... Is there in there or in there? Let's check. Can't hurt to check in here. Okay, this is the doctor's place. The bar was the other one.
Oh, exquisite. Pardon us.
Is I thought Ray's in... I heard Ray was supposed to be in here. Guess not. Where are you?
Suffocate if I spend any more time.
Okay, let's I gotta do this one with him.
Are you admiring the sailboats?
Sure am. You know, I've spent a lot of time on ships ever since I was a kid. Spaceships out in the stars, that is. Not like these. I never saw real-life sailboats until I came here. They're a pretty
Wow.
rare sight.
A ship which travels the stars is a much more unusual sight than this.
I agree.
Guess you got a point.
You have ridden such a ship, though, yes? Tell me, how did you find the experience?
It, had this particular swaying motion that was pretty interesting, but also kinda unnerving.
Unnerving?
Well, think about it. The sea is totally different from what I'm used to, right? Say something happens during a voyage. Unlike a spaceship, I can't control anything. So, yeah, unnerving. Hang on a sec. Why couldn't I? With my years of experience and finely tuned instincts, I should be able to maneuver a sailboat right out of the gate.
Nay,
Have fun with that.
mayhap it best to go slow and learn thoroughly, or put your faith in the experts.
You don't think I could do it?
No, I do not.
Not the start.
Really?
Truly. Should the opportunity arise, shall I arrange for you to apprentice under Cousin Theo's guidance?
Ah, holy crap! I'm so on board for that!
Should the opportunity present itself.
Should the opportunity present itself. But anyway,
Pardon us.
oh yeah, so anime-wise, like I said before, Boruto is actually one of the animes that I've surprisingly been keeping up with after getting back into it at the end of 2021. All I can say is, man, it's been worth, so far, it's been worth getting back into. We got a new opening for Boruto, and
I feel much more comfortable. Thank you for helping me.
oh, new opening and ending for Boruto. And in general, despite the fact that we've been getting, last year was pretty much all filler after a crazy arc they had last. After a crazy arc, to say the least. We may have had 2022 may have been a year of fillers, but if I'm being honest, I actually enjoyed the fillers we got last year. Like, it's not the best thing ever.
Exquisite.
Obviously would prefer manga, like actual canon stuff from the manga. But for what it's worth, the arcs last year, I'm not going to speak for all of the arcs, because there are some filler episodes in general that I skipped while catching up. But there were a few fillers I actually did watch, just out of curiosity. And to my surprise, I actually enjoyed them.
Stay true to yourself, Your Highness.
And now this year, we're getting back to canon stuff, starting with a certain arc with Sasuke. So that'll be fun. And apparently a lot's supposed to be happening this arc in general, this year in general. Which, if there was a time to get into Boruto, I think now would be a fairly good time. Considering how long it's been out, which, damn, it's been out for 6 years, thinking about it now. But that's what I'm glad I ended up sticking around for at the end of the day. Like, it's no Black Clover. And it has nothing, it doesn't really hold a candle to compared to the original Naruto, or even Shippuden. But for what it's worth, I am having a good time with it.
So exquisite.
Stay true to yourself, Your
Honestly. I feel much more comfortable. Thank you for helping me.
You know, Lady Malkia, I think you are one cool adult.
And what prompted such a remark? No, flattery will not move me.
I mean it. I want to become an adult just
Nina,
like
you're
you.
looking the wrong
Really got
way.
our stuff together.
Stuff together? Whatever do you mean?
Well, lots of things. Like your composure. And, the way you handle Uncle Midas. You've just got so many qualities that I sure don't have.
I am not wholly certain what qualities you speak of.
Hey, don't you think so too, Leticia?
Pardon? Oh, actually... Lady Malkia is an admirable woman, but she is not the only one I know. I admire you just as much, Nina.
Me?
Oh?
Yep.
Yes, it is very charming how you act with such spontaneity and express yourself to the fullest.
You are a great character, Nina. And you are a great healer,
How
too.
I wish that I too could be so unaffected.
Aw, she's embarrassed.
Thank you. But honestly, I'm not so special to have someone such as you say such things about me.
She is right. For learning so much about iatromancy at a young age, you are worthy of respect. What unimaginable energy flows from your little frame. What power. Much can be learned from you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
People are impressed by different things. Pay no mind to a vaguely defined word such as adult, and work to maximize your own strengths.
okay.
Mm-hmm. Is Nina still here? I guess not. Wait. Chance for more Duma points?
This power is not
Oh,
insignificant.
that was easy. Just trying to look for whatever private actions I can find for certain characters.
Hey, Leticia.
Nina comes to of
Mind if I
age.
ask you a question?
Wonder what this is about.
If it is within my understanding, I would be glad to answer your question.
Is it true that the royals and nobles of the kingdom engage in grand, passionate, super romantic love affairs every single day?
Oh, my! What could you be talking of?
Oh, that's not true, huh? That's what was written in this novel I'm reading.
I admit I may not be so knowledgeable of many things, but I have never heard of such liaisons.
You don't say. I see.
I was not aware of literature depicting royal love affairs.
It's
Nor was
way
I.
too good. It's about a beautiful princess, and there are tons and tons and tons of different men that come and go as her marriage suitors. There's a fight for love among rival sisters and nobles, with all kinds of scheming going about.
Very well, Nina. I am sure it must be quite the interesting tale.
Oh, by the way, Leticia, do you have a type of guy that suits your fancy?
Oh, I have never given it much thought. Perhaps... I would prefer someone I have a good understanding with, although I know it is difficult to reach that point.
Tell me about it.
That sounds nice. And I bet you'd never have a quarrel if you knew everything about each other. You'd always share a fun, relaxing day together.
You never know.
Yes.
You never know.
I believe it is very important to spend the time to get to know one another. That may also make for wonderful memories.
I see. Then that would mean someone perhaps like a childhood friend might be perfect for you.
Albert?
Oh, wait! Childhood friend?
Nina, I haven't the slightest inclination. Do you hear me?
Ah.
How exquisite.
Okay, where else can I get private actions that I haven't done yet? Okay, I guess I'm at a point where I can continue the story now. By the way, Z, just curious, but are you still interested in trying to catch up on Boruto? Just curious, since it's almost at the 300 episode mark now, currently. Which, damn. That's a lot to try to catch up on, but granted, you can skip a fair amount of stuff if you wanted to at this point. But there are some parts I definitely would recommend, even if you can technically skip. Mainly the stuff from last year. But just because there's actually a fair amount of good stuff, though. Even if they're not, like, manga canon. That I would personally recommend. Aww. Oh well. Anyways, let's go back to this main story. Of what we gotta do here. Because I remember you were interested in it at one point, but I assume you just never got to it considering what happens, which back then I wouldn't blame you because after that, after the part where it got really good, we had a whole last year. It became a whole year of fillers, aka last year. But like I said before, it was filler I actually enjoyed watching. Surprisingly. So even if we weren't getting the canon stuff, I actually enjoyed it for what it was. I actually enjoyed it for what it was worth.
Simply delightful.
Thanks for the meal. Actually, I should buy new gear since I have a lot of money for sure. But anyways, like I said before, I am planning to start Hunter x Hunter sometime soonish. With, like, hopefully before sometime this anime season. Since I'm still watching Kaguya-sama Love is War. But I am on the final season, so I just need to actually dedicate a week to actually watching it. As long as I do that, I should be able to catch up. I can definitely use this. I could definitely use this. I'm not gonna be using you. Or you. Definitely using you. And you. As for armor, man, so much money spent, but it'll be well worth it.
Thanks. Well, that was
Hey yo,
indeed
Cosmic,
fruitful.
welcome to the stream. I was just doing some side quests, and and some optional dialogue before actually continuing with the story, which we're about to do right now. So you actually came at a pretty good time. How's it going, Cosmic? Hope your Thursday's been well. Just getting everyone's updated gear for the party I want to use. You can have this, and you can have this. Going good? How about me? It's been good for the most. Good overall. Pretty much went to had to do the usual work today. So yesterday, one person from my recruiting agency came by and brought a fair amount of donuts to eat. Which, there was a lot, to say the least. And in general, yesterday, there was just a lot of free food out that I was surprised with how much free food there was. And then today, someone brought even more donuts today. I was like, wow. They're really spoiling us, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Went to the gym today, which is why, as much as I wanted to eat a lot today, I didn't eat that much because of the gym. I got a decent workout today, at least.
Now is not the best time, but I want to thank you again for
and
looking
yeah,
after my
and now we're
brother,
just trying to make a bit of progress in Star Ocean right now. Since Saturday, I won't be streaming Star Ocean because birthday stream just to chill.
They are the ones who
and have
saved
fun
my
with Fall
homeland.
Guys.
It is I who
Granted,
should be thanking
I
you.
think the progress I've made with this game has been pretty good.
To be honest,
From
I
starting on
find
the
that
new
hard
year
to
till
believe.
now.
I admit Ray is much more capable than I am.
Yep,
saving
this
an
Saturday is my
entire
birthday,
kingdom?
so it should be fun.
I would be delighted if you came to visit Osarius as well. Any family of Rays would receive a hero's welcome.
Oh, I'm nothing as big as a hero. Definitely not anyone a real princess should show reverence to.
My title
Happy
of
early birthday.
princess
Thank you, Cosmic.
holds no meaning out here among the stars.
So yeah, this weekend should be a pretty nice
So,
one.
I ask that you too simply call me by my name.
Not planning
guess
to
I
go
can't say
too
no to that.
heavy over the weekend, but just trying to at least chill and have a good
What
time.
might Marielle be up to, I wonder? She was on the bridge last I recall.
Mario. What are you up to? I'm gonna go to the gym on Saturday still, just so I stay consistent with working out and all. But hoping to have a good time on Saturday regardless. Which should be the case, depending on what I end up doing. I will be playing Fall Guys, so if any of you want to chill and join me, feel free to. Just not sure
I'm sorry.
when I'll start and all.
Leticia, was it?
Yes, and
Oh, this
you
is
are
Zandy's voice
Sayuri,
actor.
correct?
This is the character
Is
Zandy voices.
Marielle.
I apologize, but could I ask you to leave her be for now? Marielle is concentrating fully on learning all she can about the Aldous. We'll soon be in close contact with another Federation battleship.
Oh, this should be fun.
Doesn't want another repeat of what happened to the Aegis.
But what happened before was not Marielle's fault, correct?
That's not exactly the issue. Because she's a Kenny, Marielle has a hard time getting others to understand her. Things aren't easy for her.
I
She
see.
constantly feels the need to do what's right.
So in the Federation, the Kenny name is...
The name's so well known that most people avoid making eye contact with her altogether.
Damn, she doesn't deserve it.
Sayuri. I am sure your feelings are reaching her.
I sure hope you're right.
There is much yet Marielle does not know, never mind myself. Too many questions with far too few answers. Perhaps my darling Duma might offer more insight. I do believe Ray and the others are in the galley.
Honestly, in regards to my birthday, I'm not even sure what I really want. Since I got so much already. Obviously my new gaming laptop. Capture card. A new mic, which unfortunately I actually haven't been using because I can use it fine for my PC streams, but if I'm streaming console games, my setup is just more convenient to use my headset mic that I've been using for a good while. I guess I could get myself a new headset if I feel like it. Which mic you looking for? Honestly, I was looking into the one. I pretty much was planning to use the one Phil has, since it seemed to work well. Which, my mic, it does work for me. The only thing is the positioning is awkward for me. If anything, I'm probably going to be looking for another headset. If I do get another mic, it's probably going to be a headset mic, just for convenience and all. Which I've been used to using at this point. Like what I'm currently using at the moment. I'll see though. I don't need anything too fancy. I just need one that works, which the HyperX works, but I just need to change my setup to accommodate it for its position.
We were dispatched to assess the integration suitability of Vergoldians.
I'm pretty open to anything otherwise.
What? So the shippers we were dealing with were Scorpium?
Affirmative.
But the client sure seemed like a human, from what I could tell at least.
Oh.
The Scorpium Collective takes many forms.
Damn.
Some may appear entirely cybernetic, others as cyborgs or androids. There are also those who are entirely organic in nature.
Ah, great. It is freaking horrifying to know that we handled unknown cargo from unknown clients. So you're saying that if I succeeded in delivering you, all of Vergold would be Scorpium by now?
Horrifying is an unfairly emotional evaluation. Integration with Scorpium is...
I don't care what you think, all right? Based on what we've seen and heard about it, that's how I feel. Deal with it.
We cannot refute this statement. If Scorpium is truly acting in violation of our principles,
I'll see if I feel like treating myself to something nice on Saturday.
Are you confused?
We'll see.
Do you even get confused?
We cannot deny this possibility. There is a need for us to learn the truth of these events in order to carry out our mission successfully.
Because there's not much I really want at the moment.
When necessary.
At least not right now.
Don't worry about that. After all, you're different from the other Duma, aren't you?
Minutes to rendezvous point.
Ray, the Vela Gulf is hailing us.
Put him on screen.
Right on schedule, I see. I'll be on board shortly for that information exchange we mentioned.
About
Are you
that.
serious?
A sign of good faith from us. After we rendezvous, we'll warp out for 1 minute. After the transfer, we'll immediately warp back in. Maintain your course. I've just sent the data.
Data received. Looks to me like there's only one person in the transfer chamber.
Not exactly thrilled about their terms, but seems we've got no choice.
Understood. Maintaining course and confirming that of the Vela Gulf. Transfer will commence within 1 minute of exiting warp. Once Captain Curtis is aboard, we shall adopt a parallel course to the Vela Gulf.
Captain's coming aboard. Guess it's up to me to bid him welcome. Marielle, Leticia, come on with me. I'm not too savvy when it comes to Federation etiquette.
Understood.
I should go too?
Yeah,
You're
all you
the
gotta do
princess.
is stand there. If there's 3 of us, it should deter Curtis from trying any funny stuff.
Very well.
Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, Z, not sure you were here when I was talking about Boruto, but are you still interested in seeing what happens
Gotta
in
admit,
that?
Captain,
Just
wasn't expecting you
curious.
to come alone.
It'll be easier for us to talk like this. Let's make this quick. The Vela Gulf is currently en route to the Manute
You're still
system.
interested? Because honestly,
Captain,
Now might be a
emergency
good
you mentioned.
good time as any to get into it.
Lieutenant Mariel.
The only downside is the dub's
There's
fairly
a
behind
warrant
still.
out for your arrest, you know.
Yeah, the English dub is
I am aware of that and ready.
near the
We can explain all that
Near
and
the
more
arc
in
that
this
got
intel
me
exchange.
back into.
First things first, though.
It's on the
Can
arc
I
that got
offer
me
you a
back
cup of
into
freshly brewed
Boruto
Terran coffee?
Don't
2
mind if
years
I
ago.
do.
But after that arc, it's gonna be
Goodness.
going to Filler
To
Hell,
think such a thing took place
which was
in the
last
Master
year. But
System.
if I'm being honest, the fillers last year, I actually
So,
enjoyed them
what
for the
is it
most
that
part.
has you rushing off to the Manuk system?
Manuk is currently under siege.
But Boruto
by a
is actually
large
getting
fleet
good,
of
getting to
Scorpion
some good
ships.
stuff this year,
Headquarters interprets it
to
as a
where
full-scale
it makes
invasion.
watching it now
Ridiculous.
a good
That is
time as
impossible.
any, honestly.
I've
my
been
opinion.
wondering about this. A Duma, I presume.
You know about Duma?
We've been gathering information on our end as well. The Duma are the ones proselytizing the Scorpium's integration ideology, correct?
Affirmative. Scorpium is a being that seeks to evolve as a life form. Aggressive incursions are nothing more than an act that limits our evolutionary choices.
Honestly, if I'm being honest, even though Boruto's nowhere close to being as good as the original Naruto or Shippuden, it definitely has its high moments that makes it worth watching.
Ray, do you think...
At least some of the fillers I've watched,
Centralists.
I've
That's the
actually
name
more or
Goldor
less started to
mentioned on the
appreciate
Tyrannis.
them for what they are.
The entirety of Scorpium is composed of individuals linked with.
I'm pretty happy to have gone back into it 2 years ago,
Cannot exist within our system.
after abandoning
And yet
named
Manuk
it for
is under
quite a
siege by
while.
Scorpium calling themselves Centralists.
How did headquarters come by this intel? You know, Captain, it hasn't been that long since I left the Astoria, yet there seems to be too much new information.
I wonder. You'll have to start over?
There
I can
must
tell
be
you about
some
which parts
connection
to
between
skip
the
if you
Scorpium
want.
and the Federation
That's-
higher-ups. Fleet headquarters specifically.
Your assumption is correct.
Like,
A significant number of
I guess the
fleet
key things to
officers
watch
have broken
early
off
on
from the
are
chain
pretty
of
much
command.
the very
Most of
first
them are in
episode,
contact at some point with the Scorpium on the
Sarda's
planet of
arc.
Vir. Headquarters decided to launch a rescue effort
I
in the
will
Manuk
watch-
system.
I
It's
assume you've
unclear
already
whose
seen the
friend and
Boruto
whose
movie
foe
already,
within HQ,
over that
however.
covers the Chunin exam
They may
arc into
even be following
Momoshiki
a
and such.
Scorpium directive.
And even if that is
Essentially, the
case,
same thing happens
just
in
abandon them,
Boruto
huh?
in the anime.
Captain
But I would
Curtis,
recommend watching it in the anime
oldest
though,
is
just
in
because of
possession
some
of
key
Scorpium data
differences.
compiled by a soldier who escaped from Vir. We are currently pursuing
make it
the
more
Scorpium
interesting,
ship that came to Aster 4.
and to tease
I'd
for
like
what's
you
going to
to
happen in the
analyze that
future,
data
I would
and
recommend
identify the
this.
ship in question once we reach the Manuk system.
This is invaluable intel. We're in your debt.
Yeah, no worries. Just reimburse me for the Yidis once this is all over and we'll be square.
I'll see what I can do.
So granted, with the Sarada arc, if you want a TLDR on that, feel free to take that, but I actually really enjoyed the arc with Sarada early on.
Thank you for your time.
It just
I'll get
covers
back in
why
contact as soon as
Sarada
we've identified the
wants to
ship
be a
that you're after.
Hokage, instead of something like her father.
We've exited warp. Commencing transfer.
Please be careful.
You as well.
It's very wholesome too, for Sarada. When you consider her situation and all.
The Vela Gulf has sent us a location. ETA to the Manuk system is 25 hours. Exactly 6 hours behind the Vela Gulf.
Don't sweat about what he said. The larger an organization, the easier it is to corrupt.
Captain, please don't make light of it. Even a single ship deviating from the chain of command is cause for alarm. If all of these ships are under the influence of Scorpium, then the risk to the entire galaxy is very real.
I too find something strange about all this.
What do you mean?
Little Duma's reaction. I also felt that what Captain Curtis told us did not line up correctly with what we heard from Lola. She stated that the Scorpium invading her home were acting in such a way as to avoid detection. I did not get the impression that it was attacked outright in the same way as this Manuk location is being attacked now.
I think Lola's hunch may be right about Scorpium having infiltrated the Federation undetected. But
I can
isn't
see
Duma
that.
also a part of Scorpium? It must be hiding something.
Little Duma always remains silent when they wish to be deceptive. When they do speak, it is generally free of falsehood. This is why their assertion that Scorpium does not invade must be true. Right, Duma?
Correct.
Duma's
I
the
see.
only link we have to understanding the Scorpium. We analyzed the data from the Tyrannus, but we still have almost no idea of who or what the Scorpium are.
And
We
guys,
won't
I'll
learn
admit,
much
with
of
Boruto,
anything
I
until we
did start
confront
back
them
from where
ourselves.
I dropped it as well, so catching up wasn't that bad. And some of the initial stuff
As
I
discussed
left
with
that. I
Captain
did skip a
Curtis,
few.
it's
I did
most
skip a
likely
few
that
parts.
the Scorpium faction attacking Manuk are in cahoots
At some
with
point, I
the
actually
ship
started
Boldora's
enjoying
on.
the wild scenes. I ended up watching them all the
Vela
way.
Gulf has kindly agreed to help us track it down.
I have detected other unidentified ships also approaching the Manuk system, where the Scorpion battleship is heading. However, support from the Federation is still far away. The Vela Gulf, Aldous, and Manuk fleet will have to handle this alone.
So what you are implying is that it will be a difficult battle.
That is correct.
What will you do if Boldor is aboard that ship, and we find ourselves forced into combat with it?
All I can
All
say
fights.
is that we should be ready for anything, even if it means taking them out.
It would seem war is much the same here in the stars as it is in our world.
Yep, you got that right. Which is exactly why I want you all to rest up before we reach the combat zone.
Okay.
I had best rest up myself.
Actually. Oh, I actually have a fair amount of AP to use. Okay, what can I strengthen up here? What can I get? I might look at these two. Let's strengthen that as well, since that's definitely gonna be a finishing move for me.
I am still far from proficient. I shan't hold the others back. I am still far from proficient.
And this is just a really basic one to go with. I can switch between these two like that. Should keep it simple for myself. Everyone else will figure it out along the way. Hopefully. For now, though, let's continue the story. After we save here. Just so it doesn't cost money.
The Vela Gulf has reached the Manuk system. They have made contact with what appear to be 2 Scorpium ships. They are engaging in battle. All available hands to the bridge.
It seems the battle has begun. Best quickly make my way to the bridge.
Okay. Onwards we go. To the bridge.
Status report.
The Manuk fleet has already suffered heavy losses. They only have 3 vessels deployed currently, none of which have been able to attack effectively.
Can you tell me, Ray, why is this Manuk fleet so inferior?
Even up here in space, some folks have the technological leg up on others.
Another Scorpium battleship is nearing the Manuk system. ETA 2 hours, 3 minutes.
How long until the Aldous arrives?
2 hours, 11 minutes. However, we could become embroiled in battle at any time.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
You're sure? You're sure?
Captain, update. We will arrive in the Manuk system in 6 minutes. The Vela Gulf has disabled one of the Scorpium vessels. They are currently in combat with 2 ships, including the one that arrived shortly before us.
Way to go, Captain Curtis. Battleships sure are on a different level, aren't they?
Captain, the Vela Gulf is hailing us. Putting on screen now.
Vela Gulf to Aldous. We only have 8 torpedoes left. Hardly enough to take out these last 2 ships. We're going to focus on stalling them. Can you cover us?
You can count on it. We'll be pulling into your sector in 3 minutes.
Much appreciated. Vela Gulf out.
The 2 ships engaged with the Vela Gulf are now designated as Scorpium Ship Bravo and Scorpium Ship Charlie. Warp out directly into the orbital path between the Vela Gulf and Scorpium Ship Bravo.
Trajectory set.
Red alert. Deploy full defensive shields. Set to Omni. Load all 6 proton torpedo launchers. Arm the phase cannons.
Red alert. All hands to battle stations.
Shields at full.
Proton torpedoes loaded. Phase cannons initialized.
Everyone get to your seats and strap in. It's about to get bumpy.
Currently maintaining distances of 500,000
going to
kilometers with
happen.
Bravo and 760,000 with Charlie.
Fire 3 torpedoes at Bravo and immediately reroute to course 60 Mark 0.
Proton torpedoes away. Impact in 11 minutes. The Vela Gulf has also launched a torpedo at Bravo.
Oh hey, actual cutscenes of the space battle.
Adjusting bearing to 60 Mark 0.
And Version 5, that wouldn't exist at all.
Activate auto evasion.
Activating auto evasion.
Ah! It's shaking!
Keep quiet. You might bite your tongue otherwise. 3 of the torpedoes will miss, but 1 cannot be avoided. Brace for impact. We have been hit. Shields at 76%. Restoring them now.
The rumbling is like an earthquake.
We get any hits in?
All 3 torpedoes failed to connect.
Yeah.
How could they miss at that interval? What sort of ship is that?
Damn it! Open a channel to the Vela Gulf.
Channel open.
Captain, follow this.
Can you handle this?
We'll make it work. Just go! Set phase cannons to fire simultaneously on both
Phase
Bravo and
cannons?
Charlie. Program
boy.
salvo bursts to fire automatically in 10-second intervals on these coordinates.
Understood.
Divert to course 270, mark 180. Match the movements of the Vela Gulf.
Roger, Captain. I'll do my best.
Distance between Bravo and Charlie is 100,000 kilometers. Both ships are taking evasive action.
Now, hit Bravo with all we got!
We got him, I guess. Or at least one of them?
2 torpedoes have hit. Bravo has ceased turning.
The Bella Gulf's attacks on Charlie also landed.
Bullseye!
Bravo and Charlie are on a collision course. Scorpium ships Bravo and Charlie have collided. Both battleships appear to have been immobilized.
Cool.
Did we win?
For now. Don't get out of your seat just yet, though. We don't know what's still out there.
Captain, the Bella Gulf is hailing us.
Okay, at least they seem to be our allies
Excellent
for
work,
now.
Captain Raymond.
Thanks,
least they
but,
do seem to be.
It was the Vela Gulf that did all the heavy lifting. We just came in to steal the show. The real work starts now.
What do you intend to do?
We're gonna board one of the Scorpium ships with Duma and investigate inside.
Understood. They may be quiet now, but you're likely to face some strong opposition. Be careful.
For sure. And I trust you got our back if anything happens. Can you tell me which ship is the one that came from Aster? Is it Bravo or Charlie? Don't tell me it was the ship that went down before we even got here.
It is fortunate we have the data from Lola. Bravo is the one we seek.
So we're boarding the Scorpium battleship.
Yep, you got it. Let's make our way over there now.
Transfer chamber. Oh, I simply wanted to try saying it. Did I do so correctly?
And these?
Portable optic deflectors. You can wear these to protect yourself from portable optical weaponry equivalent to a Federation phase gun.
I see. Wait, pray, what exactly does all that mean?
It means that even if you're hit by a glowing gun, like the one Marielle was using, it won't kill you. But that's not a complete guarantee, so don't get too cocky.
Note
I see.
that it also offers defense from physical attacks, such as bullets or knives. Finally, please attach these magnetic soles to your footwear. You can switch them on and off by touching your heels.
Indeed. Being free of gravity's shackles ought to be fun.
Do not even think of wandering off.
Okay.
Hey, what is this?
Oh, is this...
What? Why am I upside down?
Oh yeah, they've never
Everyone,
been
please remain
like this
calm.
situation before.
Turn your feet toward that surface there and touch your heels.
Okay, like this?
So, this is the inside of a Scorpium ship, huh?
Which means we're in the belly of a living creature. It certainly does have that appearance. Rather unnerving.
Where could Boldor be on a ship like this?
If he's even still alive.
All these... they were on this ship.
We must hurry. If more Scorpium arrive, there's no telling what could happen.
Strange. This vessel is...
What's up?
Ray, I am picking up multiple life signs ahead.
Many of the Scorpium do not possess detectable life signs. I suggest exercising caution.
Okay. Well, I guess we know what I'm gonna be doing here. Ooh, treasure chest. I almost missed that.
Target sighted.
Exquisite.
Fused dragon newts.
In terms of external appearance, this vessel is not particularly different than a normal Scorpion construct.
Yeah, it is
I
pretty
must
easy,
say,
thankfully.
They all look quite different from each other.
The forms of life integrated into Scorpion.
Hold the damn phone. Isn't that a Federation soldier's uniform?
It also belongs to a high-ranking officer. What does it mean?
We can worry about that later.
Captain Lewis Haynes, a military officer from Earth.
Oh, so they've assimilated
This
some
proves
people
things aren't
already.
looking good for the Federation underbelly.
This raises the likelihood that the Centralist Scorpium have had direct...
Using electronics moving on this platform.
A dead end, it seems.
We should search the area. Never know what useful stuff we might happen on.
Hmm. Oops. God damn it. Hmm. What? Hmm. Okay, what the hell?
So exquisite.
So how do I get through all of this? Oh, am I supposed to go up there? Really? Where am I supposed to go? Oh, seriously, where am I supposed to go? Hmm. Hmm. Okay, at least we're back here, but really, how am I supposed to proceed from here? Because I can't go up there. God damn, I fell again. Oh wait, am I supposed to go the other way? Oh, no wonder. Nice.
They don't look like friends.
Look out for more.
Here I am. Be gone. This one's
Destroyed. Insufficient item obtained.
Warning. Energy levels danger. Charge complete. Chance of survival dropping.
Yo, Nina, can you revive me, please? Or that, I guess. So speaking of that, I actually forgot I could also level up my super.
I shan't hold the others back.
But I might as well, dude.
I shan't hold the others back. I am still far from proficient. I shan't hold the others back.
Ooh, level 70. Nice.
We won't be getting through this way. Better try somewhere else.
Might as well.
Duma, your fate is sealed. Nothing shall see us deterred.
Hey, we might be able to move this junk here with a little oomph.
I see. There we go. Oh, this is just to get back. Well, I actually shouldn't have done that, I guess, but it's fine. We'll figure it out.
Exquisite.
Hot potion. Oh, it doesn't involve me using this to proceed. Oh, so that's how it works.
Awesome! We made it!
Let's keep moving.
Target sighted.
Exquisite.
That's for an item I can use. So what's gonna happen here now? This part? Cannot wait to see what's about.
Hey, look.
Cannot wait.
There seems to be some infighting.
Ridiculous. Impossible.
To deny something occurring in front of us? It doesn't match you.
They also have Federation officer uniforms.
Wait.
What?
Let us put down this rat.
Warning. Energy levels low.
There we go. Alright. Oh wait.
You are not of the Scorpium? Are you with Pan-Galactic Federation?
Okay, you're the
pursuers
reason why I actually
hiding
picked
in
this playthrough, so I'm definitely getting you
And
as
what
soon
if
as I
we
can.
are?
We are not your foe. We do not wish to fight.
This is the reason why I picked Letitia's route first, actually.
As you will, but please save the rest.
The rest?
This will be fun.
Leticia, behind it.
Oh, innocent people.
People from other Scorpium?
The Centralists must not be allowed to have them. These are refugees of war who have lost their homes. Please, you must help them.
Oh, he's Raymond's route?
And
Oh,
why
rip.
should we believe
Oh,
you?
wait. Maybe it was a different character I wanted. That's later on.
Do in fact
Eh,
exist?
I'll be doing Raymond's route at some point on stream, though, so...
This will make things easy.
At some point. Not anytime soon, but...
It is hard to accept, but it would appear we must acknowledge the existence
Aw, man,
of the
I think-
Centralist faction.
What is the matter?
Well, I'm not even gonna use
The
Dio
Scorpion
anyway,
that
so
refer to
I guess it's
themselves
fine.
as Centralists are in rebellion against the existing network.
He's not too fun, though. Mostly
They are
counters.
attacking those the existing network has
Okay.
deemed
I mean,
suitable
I'll get him
and
there.
assimilating
I'm gonna be
them
playing this
by
game
force.
again at some point down the
This
line.
vessel was headed
You're
for a
disappointed when you got him?
Scorpion colony,
Unfortunate.
carrying those people behind
I'm not sure when I'm gonna replay this game, though.
However,
Definitely won't be
the
anytime
ones we took
soon, but
aboard on Astra
I definitely want
4
to do
summoned
Raymond's
the
route
Centralists, and
later this year.
we were dragged into this conflict.
You refer to Buldur, Volange, and Gaston.
Wait a minute. So those two Veer were Centralists all along?
Those Centralists, they are still Scorpion. It is merely a difference of thinking. They initially sought rescue, simply because they lacked the means of reaching space. We responded, out of a desire to aid our comrades.
And because of that, all these people are now embroiled in a war? It's unforgivable.
But this one is Scorpion too. And it's assimilating a large number of innocents into its collective. Fate was fair, it seems.
It appears you have deemed integration into Scorpion as something malevolent.
You are saying it is not?
At least, in my case, it was a means of survival. I became one with Scorpion by my own choice, and that of no one else.
Oh, you
There are
became.
countless others, aside from myself, whose lives were saved by integration as well.
Huh, well that was unexpected.
Regardless, this vessel is doomed. I ask once more that you at least save these people behind me. I am going to put a stop to those who commandeered this ship. They are a danger to the Scorpium network.
What do you want to do?
Let's help. We're able to reason with him. And he can tell us more about the Scorpium. Right? Please?
Fine. So be it. You, got a name, bud?
Please, call me JJ.
JJ.
Alright, JJ. We'll do all
Simple
we
enough.
can to help you out. But, in exchange, I want you to tell us everything about the Scorpium.
Thank you.
Whoa, whoa!
I must paint a strange picture, bowing before you in this body. However, let this be proof that I remain still an individual, though I bear the form you now see. You have my heartfelt gratitude for saving the lives of my friends.
What exactly is happening here?
Anyways.
Provisions. I was in charge of the supplies on this ship. If you need anything.
Bart. Oh. Well. I guess this works. For the most part. Not that I need any of these anytime soon, but
Well,
it should be
that
nice.
was indeed fruitful.
Granted, it would have been weird if she had weapons anyways. Wow, imagine being on this ship and still being able to fast travel anywhere else across. Imagine. Like, I could literally just go do a side quest right now if I wanted to, but... The beauty of fast travel. True. Wait. Why would I end up here? Let me save here real quick. Because there are a few side quests I do sort of want to do. I'm not being honest. Just because they're supposed to be really easy ones. Don't worry people, I'll come back for you before the end of the stream. Maybe. Anyway, I'm supposed to go to the hospital here. Normally I'm just used to the game locking you out fast travel at these points. I won't complain about it here.
I feel much more comfortable heading off into the stars. Thank you for help.
Apparently I'm needed for something.
Just the people I wanted to see. I have a little request for you. Could you take this
His mail?
Vale for me? Things have been getting worse in Vale of late, and this little guy's owner is... You're the only ones I can trust with a request.
And there's supposed to be someone else outside. And let's just do the one in the Vale right now. Pretty sure it's here. Oh yeah, oh, another side quest? Color me surprised.
It's you!
Hey! Sorry if it sounded... I can...
Okay, that was easy. Let's all just do this side quest then to get over with. And I'll continue the main story. Anyways, I pretty much talked about it on my already with Star Ocean. The game really does look nice. And for the most part, it runs well. The pop-in is a little annoying, but my biggest gripe is just why sometimes the frame rate in this game.
Thank you kindly.
It's usually fairly stable, but sometimes it can get pretty bad
That was indeed fruitful.
for some reason. Like, I've seen some people say the game doesn't look that great. Personally, I think it looks fine.
Poor cat was...
Glad to be of assistance.
Huh? Didn't recognize its owner. What? I'm sorry for having you come all the way back to see me.
Don't get me wrong, the game is fun, but there are definitely some parts that do make me wonder, like, why it looks the way it does and such, or why it looks the way it does and doesn't perform as well as it could. Just out of curiosity, because man, I gotta go through all the Okay, and also maybe I shouldn't have bashed out just because I do have to go through all this over again, but I guess I should be able to do that.
Live to fight another day.
fortunate. Aside from my clothes going to that star, it doesn't hurt the game for me. One thing I do wonder is why some people legitimately hate the. From what some people told me, they've heard from other people that supposedly hated this game, to say the least. Which, hey, I've already said this game is definitely not perfect, with some criticisms I have. I do wonder what people very much dislike about the game, to where they said they're not enjoying it and such. Just curious. Like, sure, I'm not done with the game, but I can definitely tell you, I'm actually having a good time with the game, to my surprise. Like, not to the same degree like Tales of Arise or Tokyo Xanadu last year, but for what this game is, I'm actually really having a fun time, like, legitimately. Like, if I wasn't enjoying this game at all, I legit would have stopped after, like, streaming this game last week. I did see one person comment about how your teammates are pretty bad, which, I'm just being honest, my teammates have actually been pretty good. And the fact that you can control them as well, if needed, also helps. I've legit have not had any issues with your teammates so far. I'm not gonna say someone's wrong, but I'm just curious because my AI has been good whenever I needed it.
Down, yeah? We've got business to take care of a bit further in. We'll come back to them. This has to take priority.
We've handled all the enemies in the area.
So and story-wise, I don't think it's like peak or like the most memorable story ever, but having a dual pro tag really helps elevate the story for this game, I think. Just so that way, like, I wouldn't have minded just having one pro tag. But the fact that we have two pro tags and more reasons to replay the game, it's actually pretty cool in my opinion. And while it doesn't happen as often, just being able to see those two different sides is actually a nice touch too, in my opinion. Which, hey, it might not be for everyone, and you're allowed to have your opinion there. I just don't see what it is that makes people think this is, like, actually the worst game of...
Exquisite.
Or think it's a game not worth checking out. Also, what's that scarf I got? Like... But anyways, if I were to like, say my overall thoughts on the game with how I feel of whether you should buy it, play the game or not, I'll say... And granted, I'll just say, whenever I rate games and such, I don't rate them like saying, like 6, 7s, 8s, 9s out of 10s, or 3, 4, or 5 out of 5. I don't rate stuff like that first nowadays. I pretty much adopted one where I'll rate stuff literally by either 3 things. Either buy this game ASAP, wait for a sale, or just never touch it at all. So, I can at least tell you. So that way, I don't really like how scores are used usually, since some people forget. A 7 out of 10 is not bad. it's just good or decent, nothing that stands out, but it could be a fun game, which you could honestly enjoy depending on what you want. And then there's also the 6 out of 10s, which, hey, like in school and such, all that other stuff, of course you'd fail. That's just gonna happen. But that doesn't mean like it's like absolutely terrible. Like it's probably not. It could probably be like a really mediocre or polarizing game, but who knows? You can legit have fun with games, even if they're rated as a 6 out of 10.
Oh,
Which is
well,
exactly how I
there's-
felt when I was playing Gotham Knights. Which sure, it got 6s, but I actually genuinely enjoyed the game.
It appears they are up ahead.
We should ready ourselves before we make a move.
Like I could definitely acknowledge the game is not perfect and it has a fair amount of flaws. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't have a good time with the game. Is there anything up here? Ooh, a treasure chest.
How exquisite.
But that's why, because of like, well, how I rate games, for the most part, the chances of me putting a game in a never touch, in my never touch category, it has to be a game I actually hate. To where I would say never touch it at all. But you should know, that does not happen to me that often, because I'm generally buying games I have interest in, and at the very least want to play. The 2 games so far that are on that list, or I guess 3, pretty much Tales of Berseria, which I can't really rate because I've only played the demo. Wonderful 101, definitely a never touch for me. And while I can't make much of this, Avalon's Fall. That's a game I definitely would say do not touch it at all. Just from my experience with the beta. And now they're actually shutting down the servers for that game literally next month, so come next month, the game is dead, to say the least. And online only, so if you wanted
Target sighted.
So if you wanted to actually play it on your own just to try out the combat, which for the record I've heard is actually not that bad. I think it has a system that works, but the game itself just sucked otherwise, aside from all that.
Baldur!
Belange, Gaston.
These 3 again.
Well, Princess Leticia. I did
Will
not
you be
expect
ready?
you would dare to follow us all this way.
Baldur!
Baldur?
What have you done?
Integration, my child. My power now exceeds imagining. It is no small wonder there are so many Scorpions spread throughout the universe.
But how? I am certain that man was not integrated when he first came aboard.
There was still some time until our escort from Central would arrive, so we had him added to the network a tad early.
From the wedding.
The Emperor was most impressive. His integration went flawlessly.
Baldur! What is it you hope to bring about with this power?
I'm curious
As
as
an
well.
emperor, it is only natural to desire peace and prosperity for my
Not
people.
this way, though.
Halcyon days lie ahead for the subjects of Vale in all of Aster 4 through Scorpium integration. Our planet will be connected. One network, one beating heart, free of war and suffering.
And you would still call them people?
Yes.
Nevertheless, I cannot allow Centralist Scorpium to bring such a thing to pass.
Bulldor! Aster 4 is not ready for this power from the stars. I shall end your ambitions here.
Oh wow.
You may rest assured, I have no desire. Nay, my sweet beloved daughter, deliverance, integration, awakening, as does peace without end at Scorpium. As will you all?
Allow me.
And what is hitting you?
Go. Insufficient output. Chance of survival dropping.
By a frostbitten blade.
Warning. Energy levels low.
That looks good.
Acceleration to insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low.
Let's see this. Let's see how that goes. Wow. I did not expect that to hit.
Acceleration. Insufficient output.
That looks good.
Energy levels low. Danger.
Wow.
Unable to continue combat.
I think I'm just gonna throw because I need to figure out how to fight this.
There is still time. Perhaps you can
Unless.
do your integration.
I do not know what drivel Roland. Hold you, but never shall I abandon
Wow.
this power.
Nina, you need to be alive.
Perilous attack incoming. Execute blindside maneuver. Here I come. Insufficient output.
Sword of flame.
Punch.
Assault. Position tactics ineffective. Insufficient output.
I can't thank you enough.
Warning. Energy levels low.
Okay, let's get out.
Accelerate insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Assault. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output.
Okay, we're dealing damage at least, so. We should be good.
Lambert told me about you, Albert Berthold. Using the Scorpion will
Oh,
save
wow.
the arm you lost as a child
Disney.
in an instant.
My salvation will be at mine own hand.
Yo, Nina, can you revive me? I'd appreciate it. Just saying. Nina. Thank you. Oh, I'll bear this one on the end.
Position tactics ineffective. Energy levels low.
A formidable foe
My
indeed.
promise left unfulfilled.
Okay, the battle could have been cleaner, so yeah. Nina, like, nope. Well, so actually, I did give
You
that
are
to her
strong
actually,
indeed, Scorpion warrior.
which that's interesting.
Absurd.
She actually
How
pushes
can
me
you
out
be
the
so
way,
strong
out of
so
harm's
soon
way,
after
which I do
integration?
appreciate.
Yeah, no kidding. He's on a completely different level than other Scorpium.
Emergency communication from the Vela Gulf. Ray, the Astoria is approaching Scorpium ship Bravo at high speed.
The Astoria?
Astoria?
Those bastards love to hide.
Get out of there, Ray. They're gonna fire.
It would seem we are done here.
Yes, it would. Our escort from Central has arrived.
The Astoria is connected with the Centralists?
Would knowing that change anything?
But needed to heal me at
This
least, so
ship
I can
will be
appreciate her there.
destroyed, along with your own.
Colonel Valange, is this truly what you desire? Lola lives. She awaits your return.
There's no going back for me.
I am truly sorry, Princess Leticia. I find myself unable to save you.
Boldor!
Damn it!
It's the Astoria. They're changing course, and they've locked onto us. We can't shake them.
And run!
No! Stop, please!
What's gonna happen? Oh shoot, is that the other ship?
The Vela Gulf!
Oh no.
Chloe, transfer all detectable life signs aboard this ship! JJ, grab onto me!
The Vela Gulf has engaged the Astoria.
Captain Curtis, you saved our bacon. We only escaped thanks to you.
Don't think you're out of the weeds just yet. The Astoria seems to have it out for you. Get out of here while we hold them off. The Federation should be the ones to atone for all this.
Damn,
Son of a
Curtis
bitch!
was a real one.
Get us out of the Manuke system at max warp! All hands, brace for warp speed!
Damn, Curtis was a
Wait,
real one.
We must help them.
There's nothing we can do if we stay. The captain's efforts will be in vain.
Entering emergency warp. Course 180. Mark 180. Engines at
Curtis, I'm
maximum.
sorry I didn't trust you, but you pulled through when we needed it. Damn.
No signs of pursuit. We have successfully escaped the Manuke system.
Captain Curtis.
What do we do now, Ray?
JJ,
Curtis really did take one for the
I
team.
heard you say that Scorpium ship was an evacuation vessel. Can we have civil discussions with other non-Centralist Scorpium, like you?
There are no hostile Scorpion among those who saved I and my comrades.
What the hell are you talking about? That ship attacked the Akizuki!
Only because your own vessel acted in a way that the Scorpium network deemed hostile. You were hiding and waiting for your chance to strike.
That was a mistake in Scorpium's judgment.
Hey, you know the coordinates of your destination?
Don't tell me you're thinking of going straight to their base.
We've lost Boldor and the others. We don't know whether the Vela Gulf survived. The Aldis can only sustain these evacuees for a couple days at most. Do we really have any other options?
If you will give us passage to the colony, we of the Scorpion can promise to welcome the Aldous with open arms and with peace.
JJ is not lying. I recommend cooperating with them in our investigation of these Centralists.
Is your colony a Scorpium too? And where the hell is it?
It is a Scorpium construct in the form of a colony. You will find it 700 light years from here.
There's no way we can travel that far.
We can arrive swiftly if we pass through the wormhole 6.2 light years from here. Can you input the coordinates of the wormhole?
Yes, a wormhole does indeed exist at this point. If we travel through it, we will reach the colony within 24 hours.
We possess the key to the wormhole.
The Aldous is now en route to the Scorpium colony. We're bringing the refugees home.
My thanks.
Don't worry. Everything will be fine.
Let's hope.
I wonder if our new companion is in his living quarters. There is much I wish to ask.
Okay.
This ship has gravity controls in place, so you won't need your magnetic souls here.
Got it. So what can I do around this point? I could look around for more private actions if I want to, but okay, so I'm definitely not going to continue the story since seems like a fair amount's going to be happening that I'll want to save up for next time. But I can at least look around and see if there are any private actions or side quests I can do. Maybe I'll look around for the bunnies and chill. But let's do as many private actions as we can here in the meantime. For the characters I care about.
Who could this sovereign... So I thought I would make sense.
I would like a private action with her, but seems like that's not happening.
Did continue.
Never mind worrying over spies.
Oh yeah, Cosmic, since you're here, just curious, but have you heard from anyone that hated Star Ocean Divine Force by any chance? Just curious.
Was it not virtuous intent which sought?
I feel like some people that haven't played the game keep hearing from people saying they hated this game and such. Or despised the game, to where if they're playing it anymore, they're just like forcing themselves to try to enjoy it when they aren't. Just curious.
Basically.
More so in regards to why people, like, I get the game's not perfect. Definitely some criticisms I have of the game for sure. I just can't think of anything that would get me to think I hate this game and I would never want to play it again as such. I'm trying to think about why that would be the case for some people. Because genuinely, I actually can't really think of much in that regards.
How exquisite.
At least personally, I can't. Probably no private actions to do here, so... I guess I could look for the bunnies.
Updating system. Improvements in general awareness confirmed.
I think I'll level up the shield along the way.
Improvements in general awareness confirmed.
But honestly, it's just like something I'm just genuinely curious about since... Well, I've definitely heard a fair amount of criticisms with these games. I've never heard anything to the point to where people I know, as well as like even some gaming journalists, I haven't seen any of them say like the game is like absolutely terrible, that you to the point where you should never touch this game and such. Or I haven't even heard anyone individually like, I've seen some people say it's good, it's fun, not amazing, but it's fun, which that's personally enough for me to really enjoy a game. I get that's not, this game won't be for everyone, but I am legitimately having a good time with this game. Or I wouldn't be streaming it at this point.
Let us be about it.
Anyways, let's go look for some bunnies. Which I've gotten a couple at this point. I'm pretty sure I found the bunny along the way here, too. Since I think that's what I'm going to be spending the rest of the stream doing. Looking for the other bunnies. Or treasure chests that I haven't found.
Sighted. Threat detected ahead. Target sighted. Target sighted. Target sighted.
Treasure chest, I missed.
Exquisite.
But yeah, we're just gonna look for the other bunnies in the meantime. Actually... I don't think I found a bunny here, so I guess I can start looking around there soon. I found it in here. I'm pretty sure I found a bunny here. Sure, let's go take a look here. Apparently I'm missing a treasure chest here. Well, let's go get that real quick.
Prepare yourselves for battle.
Remain close,
Target
Highness.
sighted. Target sighted. Target sighted.
Threat
eliminated.
How exquisite.
Target sighted.
I might as well get that, because why not?
Target sighted.
So exquisite.
Target sighted. Target sighted.
Ooh, treasure chest.
Target sighted.
Hey, I don't really need that anyway. It's fine. And also, you're still here, Cosmic. Just curious, but how many hours do you think it will take for me to get to the end of the game at this point? Just curious. Since I know I'm pretty much on, like, supposedly the final chapter of this game, but I know there's still a fair amount I'm gonna have to do. Whether it's a mixture of side stuff or the main story at this point. Which side stuff, like you know, I really don't care about getting 100% there. I'm just doing them as I go along the way. But it's not a priority for me. Hey, Demon. Welcome to the stream. Just chilling with some Star Ocean and the Divine Force at the moment. Making more progress and such in this game. How's it going, Demon? Hope your week's been well. Almost through the weekend almost the weekend and all for us. Not doing much otherwise so far. Making a bit of progress in this game. Because I'm personally really enjoying it. Not a perfect game, but for what it is, and I haven't played through other Star Ocean games prior to this. So
How exquisite.
I'm having a good time. Alright. Sounds dope. For sure. Like, probably a game I'd recommend on sale, but if I wasn't enjoying it, I wouldn't be playing it right now, so take that as you will.
Target sighted.
And not much I really care about doing here anyways, but might as well get these chests along the way. Okay, can't get that. That's fine. Okay. We did get through some major story stuff, but now we're just chilling until... Or, we're just chilling for the rest of the stream now. Looking for some optional stuff, maybe getting some side quests done along the way. But we're not doing anything heavy at this point since it is pretty late for me at the moment. So I don't want to go too ham. I'll save that for tomorrow. Since before the weekend and not to mention, awesome. Just trying to make as much progress as I can before my birthday on Saturday. Since I know I'm not going to be playing this game then. Just grinding on Madden right now? Sports games. Stuff I usually don't play. No offense to those that enjoy them though. They're just not my cup of tea. I definitely have gotten some for free though, lately. Mostly on PS Plus, but I'm pretty sure I have something on PC that's a sports game. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm not saying they're bad or anything. I'm just saying they're not my cup of tea. That's all. Yeah, again. Like I said, I'm not trying to say they're bad games or anything. I do wonder how people buy them every single year. Especially if it's more or less the same game, with some quality of life changes or something to slightly differentiate the game to a degree.
Target sighted.
Again, overall, it's just not my cup of tea.
Target sighted.
But I don't think that's a bad thing at all.
Target sighted.
Just not something you would see me ever play already. Let alone stream.
Threat detected ahead.
Oh.
Energy levels low.
Deserve.
Okay. Alright, I already got the chest here. Just wanted to check anyways. Engine stuff? Which, if they change an engine, it's like, even, so, the thing is, that wouldn't really change the game, unless, like, they add something really drastic to make a difference, though. Especially if it's still more or less the same thing, like, obviously it would look nicer, maybe it would allow for more things to happen that they couldn't do before. But it wouldn't be anything like, it wouldn't like significantly change the formulas, which I've only seen in wrestling games when I was into wrestling at one point. Like, they'll make some things look more closer to how it looks on TV, but no, you're still pretty much doing the same thing for the most part. And that's only one example. Not to mention, also it's more so like, oh, really, the sport itself. Like, I'm not saying they have to do anything drastic to make it interesting and such. At the same time, it's just more so they also can't really do that. All things considered. Considering the sport it's based on. Again, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's not my cup of tea. Which, hey, if you enjoy it, more power to you. But like I said, you will not see me streaming a sports game here at all on this stream. Ever. And that's not up for debate either. Like, if you do an arcade-style sports game, then that's another thing of how much you can do. But I know it has its audience and such, and apparently it does have its own, like, form of esports of some degree. Which, to where I even saw a video recently about talking about people cheating in games, and one person was being accused of using a modified controller, but hard to say if there's any truth to that. And even then, well, the player that was accused of cheating did point a camera to his controller, showing he wasn't using any kind of mods or macros to make it easier for himself. But mob mentality must have gotten to him to where he broke down at some point. But we have no idea if he actually cheated or not, from what was shown. Oh, here's a bunny. Get over here.
You cannot escape.
But anyway, like I said, I did get some sports games for free. NBA 2K 2022, I'm pretty sure was one of them. Maybe a Madden game? Probably a baseball game. I don't exactly remember, but I know I've gotten a couple games for free at this point. Okay, it shouldn't be any more funnier. You can say you enjoyed MLB The Show? Always take the free ones? If they're free, if I'm paying for my subscription for it. Might as well make the most of it.
Energy levels low. Acceleration. Threat neutralized.
You can say you enjoy MLB The Show? And I wouldn't doubt you enjoy it. Which, hey, like I said, it's not a game I would play on stream, or let alone play it in general. But hey, I'm not gonna act like they're like scams or anything. I'm gonna laugh at one person who, in 2020, he was deciding between he didn't want to get Persona 5 Royal or Final Fantasy 7 Remake. And he bought MLB The Show, even though another person told him to literally, wait for it, just wait, it's gonna go on sale for really cheap. But he paid $50 for it. And he did say he was enjoying it, which, hey, he probably did. I wouldn't know. Couldn't care less at this point. But the funny thing is, it went on sale for $10 later that year, so it's like, yeah. But that's on him for buying the game then. Which, I think he only played for that week too, and he hasn't touched since. Which is just funny.
Target sighted. Target sighted.
Okay, it's right down there.
How exquisite.
I might have to go back first. Okay, that's fine. But you already know the types of games I'm into anyways. Action games, fighting games, action JRPGs, or turn-based JRPGs. And in general, I'm pretty open to any sorts of fiction. As long as it has something appealing to me that I genuinely enjoy. Which not everything is for me, but most of the things I've checked out, I pretty much genuinely enjoyed. Anyways, we got one bunny along the way. Any bunnies I'm missing here? That's the main thing I'm really looking for at this point.
We must ensure we are prepared.
Which?
I must catch
Why are you here?
Adventurers. Excellent timing. Would you be able to get rid of them for us?
Denmore Delve.
All those bulging eyes. How horrific.
Denmore Delve? Where is that? Well, don't mind if I do, I guess.
Target sighted.
Oh, this area. I hear that. But anyway, at the end of the day, you're the one that are, like, regardless if you buy the game or not, you are allowed to enjoy whatever game you want, so just play what you like and such.
How exquisite.
But is A-okay? Because, like people have said, one man's trash can be another person's treasure. Which I've definitely felt that with a couple games. Some not so much, but some I'm surprised I genuinely enjoyed.
Remain close, Highness.
Compared to what, like, critics would make games out to be. Mainstream critics specifically. By the way, there's really only one critic I follow. One mainstream critic I follow. Most games that I'm on the fence about.
You dropped something.
And even then, that one mainstream critic I follow, he doesn't exactly, like, I really follow him just because I'm curious about his takes about some mainstream games. Which some of them just happen to be games I'm interested in. But it's not like every single game he reviews. If he loves it, I buy it. I just like him because he does fairly lengthy, like, reviews that aren't too long, but for the length he goes for. Which is why I personally appreciate them.
You defeated them? Wow.
Glad to be of assistance.
I can deal. If any.
That's why I also prefer his review method of either buy the game as soon as you can, wait for a sale, or never touch it at all. I do prefer that just because scores, they can be taken the wrong way so easily. Like, game gets a 10 out of 10, people are saying, yo, it's the best game. It's either it's the best game ever, or people are saying the reviews are lying or they're fake. And all that other stuff that. What is why I just don't feel open, like giving scores for games.
Not with my promise left unfulfilled.
And we're just looking for more bunnies still.
Enemies.
I know what gameplay looks like. I just go by what gets my interest. Which is pretty much what... If you know what you want, you're gonna know. I don't mind if you want to look at reviews to help with your decision. But it doesn't annoy me when some people take them as fact. And act like you have to listen to these just to know what you want, which... yeah, honestly, that's not gonna be the case for me.
Stand back. You got this.
What's over here, though? What is over here? Oh, buddy. Okay.
You cannot escape. So exquisite.
And it's sure, some game, like, you're either dealing, you could be dealing with games that either get, like, very highly praised, but then suddenly, when the audience gets them, or praised by critics, but then when the audience gets the game, they actually have a miserable time with the game. Or the opposite, where critics think the game's terrible, but in reality, a lot of people actually enjoy said games. So at that point, it's just like, I'd rather play the game myself, or at least get a feel of what I think. And if I were to look at other opinions, I would ask it from people I personally know at that point. So honestly, handhold, I don't really have anything against.
So exquisite.
I don't really have anything against games being called handhold, or I assume you're saying the game holds your hand too much, which I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, in my opinion. It just depends on how the game itself is in general. I played that on hard mode too. You're talking about the 2018 game, right? For PS4? I played that on hard mode too, just to at least get some enjoyment out of it. Which I do have God of War Ragnarok. I just haven't actually touched it yet. But I do have that, and Horizon Forbidden West.
The enemy before I'm not gonna lay a finger on any of us.
But hey, they do look... it's definitely a fun game. Like, it's not my favorite game personally, but... I would be lying if I said I didn't have a good time with the games. So yeah. I actually bought both God of War and Horizon Forbidden West off people that they got them to something. Like, God of War, one of my friends got through a PS5 bundle, but he didn't want the game, so I did propose, if you wanted to sell it, I'm down to buy it off you, and he sold it to me for $50. Which, hey, I could have asked for cheaper, but at the same time, $50 for a game that just released is a pretty good deal, in my opinion. You're trying to sell your God of War copy?
Exquisite.
So, actually with God of War for the PS4, I actually did buy... I actually got the game, like, at the end of 2019, around the end of 2019 for $5, because I bought it used at GameStop. I had some certificate that gave me a discount on used games.
Target sighted.
Hence why I ended up getting God of War back then. Came with your PS5 when you got it for Christmas? Gotcha. Oh nice, but you got PS5 too. Which...
Prepare yourselves for battle.
Wait,
I've got
what?
eyes on you. Advantage is ours.
Let's have it. At this point,
Another day.
Emperor, so like, why do I need Ragnarok? Yeah, well, I know for the upgrade, you do have to pay $10. $10 already. Nowadays, for like first-party Sony games. If you were to upgrade Crouchland Games now, you do have to pay $10 to upgrade, but at the same time, you do already have it. And it's like both versions too. Yeah, the bundle definitely has both versions. Like, bundles, like, if you pay the $70 version digitally, you get both versions, so.
Target sighted.
That's cool, I guess, to some degree.
Target sighted. Target sighted. Target sighted.
Which, At least for fighting games, I have been buying them digitally lately. Just for efficiency of having both versions. Versus just having one or the other. If needed, but... Guilty Gear Strive, I've been playing on the PS5 version just because I'm used to it. Even though I know playing the PS4 version is fast. But now the PS5 version is actually the best version to play between the two. And DNF Duel, I was just planning to get that digitally anyway, just so I can play it ASAP versus. And especially it's because of it is a fighting game. I know I'd be playing them a fair amount. But granted, I don't even need those versions now because I have them on PC now. PC. As well as on a gaming laptop that I can play them too.
Target sighted.
So that's it. So now it's sort of like the PlayStation versions are pretty much whatever to me outside of practicing on them for offline events. And I only got them on consoles because that was legit the only way I was playing them, but now that I can play them on PC.
So exquisite.
Yeah, I can finally play it on PC. I don't, well, maybe like in terms of like the casual, like in the general player base, I can see the console versions having more, but obviously those that want to grind the game, which is not possible to do on consoles, a lot of the tougher players are on PC, for sure. Which, not to say there aren't any good players on console, but for the experience against those players, PC is definitely the way. Which, granted, at least nowadays, it's not exactly it's not going to be much of an issue going forward with being able to play against those certain players. Because of the fact that crossplay is starting to be more common now, which is a good thing. Which I'm happy to see, since fighting games have definitely needed crossplay for quite a while. Aside from finally getting rollback, crossplay was something else we definitely needed just because otherwise, while player bases are generally healthy for current modern fighting games, having crossplay is always nice. Just to unite the player base. Which I'm glad to see is starting to be more of a common thing now. Rollback and crossplay, specifically. I'll admit, I am having more fun playing on PC though. Just because I do feel like I can actually move and react to stuff much better compared to when I was playing on console. Which, it's not gonna matter if you're like just playing for fun. Or just playing it time to time. But like, if you're trying to grind the game and try to get to that next level and such, you're definitely gonna feel a difference once you play on PC. I pretty much already accepted the fact that PC was the better option. I just didn't think I would feel it that much once I started playing DNF Duel and Strive on PC. I didn't think it would happen, but it happened. I did play DNF Duel on consoles for a bit still after though, just so I can get so I was able to get the 1K wins title for my main. That was just the only reason why I kept playing after. Otherwise I wouldn't have bothered playing on consoles again. Anyway, let's see if I can find any more bunnies. And I probably won't be shooting for too much longer either, just because it is midnight for me and I do have work tomorrow. But playing on PC is definitely better by a margin, to say the least.
Target sighted.
So granted, I know Street Fighter 6, but I can't speak for all fighting games, but I know Street Fighter 6 is including an interesting option for those on the current gen consoles already. In regards to like those different hertz options, which honestly I don't know how much
Small organic life
I'm
form
not
detected.
sure how much of a factor that plays.
Small organic
Like
life
I
form
turn
detected.
VSync off on PC already whenever I play, so I don't have to worry about it. But I'm just curious
Small
how
organic
that's gonna
life form
affect it on
detected.
consoles. Not just for like playing the game, as well as just like for running tournaments, since if that is the case, that definitely solves a lot of problems with input lag on consoles. Like, it's still probably gonna be better on PC overall, but just seeing these consoles have an option for it is actually pretty nice. The only thing I need to know now is just really how effective it is. Because I really can't speak on that front. Since... I don't think anyone likes games being $70. Outside the fact that it's just the reality of things, which it's mainly for first party publishers that are making their game $70. Other publishers, whether they want to or not, that's up to them. Some have succumbed to it because money. Some haven't. What is up to them? I know Street Fighter 6 is only $60, so. And free upgrade if you buy the old. And they're cross-gen games, so. With free upgrades at least. But I know some publishers like WB Montreal or Warner Bros. Make Gotham Knights $70 on consoles. The Star Wars Jedi Survivor is gonna be $70. And yeah. So, like I said, some publishers have succumbed to it. On the Final Fantasy 16 being $70 as well. Which, sure, it's gonna be a console exclusive for a bit. But we know that game is coming to PC at some point. Which, granted, I know Square has increased the price of Final Fantasy 16 to $70. Or Final Fantasy games on PC to $70 for like 7 Remake.
Target sighted.
Like I said, it's not something I like, but it's more so something I've just accepted at this point. Which is why I'm not buying games like Forspoken at launch, since as I feel like it's a game I would definitely enjoy. It's not a game I'm going to want to spend $70 for to play at launch. Final Fantasy 16, I will definitely buy that ASAP though. Because Final Fantasy.
Target sighted. Target sighted.
But at the end of the day, I'm just like, that's where it's just like, I'm just like, regardless, the price just means, well, I guess the point I'm saying is really, if it's a game I'm interested in the slightest, and as long as I'm not like in some financial crisis or anything, I'll probably get the game if it's something I want, for sure. I'm gonna say everyone has to do that since everyone's circumstances are different. But I'm definitely gonna be buying them regardless. As long as it's something I want. Games are just half complete. It depends on who's making said games and such. As well as like how they handle stuff post-launch. Like, I don't have anything against post-launch support to add stuff for said games. As long as at least what's in the game already justifies the price tag. That's most AAA games launching out half-baked. And like I said, it really depends on that game. As well as like how they handle it after. Like, I've definitely seen some like that intentionally did it. Like Capcom and their on this DLC scandals. That must have been an experience for them, to say the least. That's one thing, and then season passes. I don't have anything against season passes as long as, like, we're pretty much in that age of DLC. They're gonna try to want to make money and make the most of it, which, hey, I have nothing against them doing that. Because, again, we're in that age where it's pretty much probably gonna be a business model for a good while.
Letty, I was giving Ray a test of
like, not all publishers do that, I get it.
Test of skills?
Which is nice.
Either Albert or I could easily attest to Ray's prowess.
It was not as if I was doubting his abilities.
It was actually my idea. I was curious to see how I compare to the strength of a top knight in combat.
Yes. And instead of discussing
and like,
finer points
and
with
also,
words,
again, it depends on the games, like multiplayer games.
Clash of arms.
And let's say for a single player game.
That reasoning evades me.
Yeah, I guess it would.
Like, if it's just like adding additional story stuff that, if you want to have them,
who could take
to get more out of it,
or Theo?
I couldn't possibly decide an answer to
I think
such
it's
a sudden
fine.
question.
Whatever comes
Like
to
something
mind is
that
fine.
Spider-Man did.
Surely your intuition
Which granted,
tells
they
you
made a game of the year that includes everything.
Boys and their pride.
Even the remaster includes it all, so... But hey, I was fine with it as well.
Ultimately, it will be Ray, perhaps.
Because there was a lot to do in the game already.
That is
And the DLC in Spider-Man, it wasn't like the best thing ever.
Cousin Theo.
But it's just more of what you
Ray still
love.
possesses
Which,
room for growth.
hey,
I made my
if you
choice
wanted it,
with that
you
in
could buy
mind.
it. But if you didn't want it and you were content with the game already,
That might well be
then you're
true.
good.
I best devote myself to training, so I am
And
not
then this is
overtaken.
definitely a topic with fighting games. Because on one hand, you still need to beat the DLC. They're not that long, Cosmic. You got plenty of time. Like, I'm pretty sure when I streamed the DLCs initially, I beat them pretty much in one sitting, unless I did others. Unless I was doing side stuff that distracted me. But the stories are not that long, and granted, you can also just look them up since, like I said, the stories aren't amazing, but they're decent, and again, it's just more of what you love. And then, what else? I can't really think of any single-player game with controversial DLC unless maybe I got something like Assassin's Creed. Specifically the later versions, the action RPG versions, which I've heard they're good games, but I've seen their season pass, and I know the season pass does include some story stuff, but I also see it include a lot of like cosmetics and other stuff, which I'm not hey, if people want it, good for them, but I would not be paying for that personally. I'm just thinking of my base game of Valhalla, because I know that's going to keep me busy whenever I get to it. And who knows when I'll get to it. And then lastly, there's the topic of DLC for any online multiplayer games. Which that's going to be super subjective for everyone. Like, multiplayer games are something like, let's say, Call of Duty. Because we know that, well, granted, I'm not sure what Call of Duty does nowadays. I remember at one point, they were doing season passes. And then at one point, they almost implemented microtransactions before people caught on and... Sorry about that. But yeah, before people caught on and they scrapped it at some points. But I know people generally do, but I know like support for those games usually tend to last for 1 year, and at that point I honestly wonder why they support the games at like, I just wondered what's the point, because I know like there are some people that still play the older games and such, I know. So the games probably don't die, but at the same time, it's just like, you make a season pass for like a year's worth of content, but then the player base probably moves on. I mean, it's not even the fact of like, even then, like people are gonna be playing the new one. That's just gonna happen. And it literally happens every year for Call of Duty. To where, like, I would not be spending $100 per year just to play Call of Duty for a year. Just to do the same thing over and over and over again. But even if a game like a Call of Duty game sucks, which, granted, they're all the same to me regardless, with what you do and such, even if they change the settings, I just don't really. I'm amazed with people that would be able to pay over $100 every year just for like the best version and such. I would just wonder how people would do that to themselves at that point. And that's just like one example for a multiplayer game, since I know some games also do free updates as well. Like Titanfall 2 I know did that for a good bit, but unfortunately that game launched in a pretty bad state, and apparently there's hackers ruining the game.
How exquisite.
And then there's the topic with fighting games, which we know how much Capcom loved doing that. Releasing multiple versions of said game and such. Which, hey, which, I actually did see a few history videos about Capcom and fighting games, which... Holy shit, they released so many fighting games during the 360 and PS3 era. Which, at that point, they were just competing with themselves. And it made you wonder, like, did they not realize they were hurting themselves with all these games they're releasing?
Free of them now. Nothing we cannot handle.
Threat detected ahead.
This will sting.
Like, I'm pretty sure something the timeline was like...
Target sighted.
Street Fighter 4 came out in 2008 or 2009. 2010, Super Street Fighter 4 happens. And then 2011, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Online Edition launched at the same time. I know Street Fighter 4 was a revival of fighting games, especially for the 2D ones, but at the same time, it's just, the fact still stands. They released multiple versions of that game. Two years in a row. And then they released Street Fighter 4, Ultra Street Fighter 4, 2 years after, well, 3 years after the arcade edition. Oh yeah, don't forget that 3DS version of the Street Fighter 4, where there's this one control options where the touchscreen does all your special moves. So imagine fighting Guile on the 3DS. That was not fun. Because I actually did that, and I hated it. And that's why I hate Guile.
Leaving combat area. Remain vigilant.
I hated that shit. But that was before I got Ultra Street Fighter 4 on PC, which I still have. And I did try booting it up at one point just to see how it feels, but I'm too rusty at that game, unfortunately. I think I got the button here already, so let's just see what I can get from this. But anyways, oh yeah, and then Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. For some reason, apparently they released that in 2011, and then not even a year later, they released Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 after. Which is wild to me, to say the least. But it is what it is, I guess. But I'm glad at least at this point we're sort of away from that era with fighting games. At least in regards to like paying for brand new versions of the games for updated balance and gameplay stuff. Not that they do those for free, generally. Now that's just like whether you want the version that includes certain editions and such.
Who could this sovereign?
Which that's gonna vary for the players. Anyways, yo, Maz, welcome to the stream. He actually just came as I was about to.
Glad to be of
I'm probably gonna be
assistance.
ending soon, but I've just been chilling in the meantime with everyone here.
Make her drink it.
How's it going, man?
Figure out a way.
Hope your
Just know I'll make her mine.
Friday/weekend is gonna be off to a good start. And then we're just talking about multiplayer games or games with like, well, just subject with games in general. Games, whether games should cost $70 or not, or how we feel about games costing $70 nowadays. How games are complete, incomplete, and all that other stuff, which there's just a lot to talk about there. And yeah, and we're just talking on the topic of fighting games, and how they re-release games, which, while they might not re-release them at full price, having to pay for a game you bought less than a year ago, all that other stuff, does suck. But at least they did start making, like, at least DLC an option later on. But now we're sort of at that point where updates for packs for games are free. So like, if you are putting extra money into the game, it's probably going to be for the characters. Which I'm personally okay with, but it's definitely not for everyone. Oh yeah, and then yeah, this was like before DLC was even a thing back then, since re-releasing games was pretty common back then for fighting games. But now that we're in the age of DLC, now it's like, before they would tie like new characters, balance changes, and other things in general to like literally rebuying the game over and over, back before DLC became a thing. But as DLC became a thing, they either got cheaper or, as you know, now they do like at least balance stuff for free and such. And even content. So at that point you're just pretty much probably paying for either the stages or the characters. You probably might be paying money for the stages and characters, but whether you want that or not, that's up to you at that point, which that is a much welcome change. She probably turned on no play because the new one's out. Yep. And then with no way to upgrade back then. I'm glad at least nowadays we're at that point where we're pretty much long past that. Which, if anyone's wondering, by the way, like I said, I already pre-ordered Street Fighter 6 on PC, and I pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition, which includes the Ultimate Character Pass. So, obviously I get the game, I get the 4 DLC characters, and I get a couple of other costumes for them as well. So yeah, I can $10 if you didn't know. You're gonna get Street Fighter 6 on PS5? You could play it on PS4 too, if you wanted to. But now that you do have a PS5, you could just get the PS5 version. And like, I'm not gonna speak on like how it's gonna run on PS4. Because honestly, I feel a fair amount of tournaments are still gonna be using the PS4 version to play Street Fighter 6 for a good while. Probably. Because I haven't seen, I've seen some events have PS5 casual setups. I haven't seen any use any official, like, for like the actual attorneys and such. But who knows, since Sony is a partnership for stuff, they could start handing out PS5s. Because at least the shortage isn't really much of an issue nowadays. But we'll see. And like I said before, there is crossplay, so it's not like we have to worry about being alienated from being able to play each other.
How exquisite.
Like, literally, like with PS5s, I know some people have been able to find them in stores. Personally though, I'm legit seeing I'm seeing it a bit online at retail price so often now. Especially on the PlayStation Direct store. I've seen that bundle stay up there for hours or even days. Hell, even weeks. So it's like, whether you want a PS5 or not, that's still up to you. But people are trying to tell me that it's too hard, like they can't find PS5s anywhere. I don't think that's an excuse anymore. If you're trying to get a PS5 but you're saying you can't find them because of scalpers and such. Yeah, online's where I'm seeing them the most, but I know some places are having them in stores too. If you're able to find them. And a PS5 Slim waiting room? It'll probably happen soon. I feel like it could honestly happen this year, honestly.
Not with my promise left unfulfilled.
We'll see. Your uncle just got one easily. Yep, see? And honestly, one of my friends was actually gonna get a PS5 to play DNF Duel with me. But now that he knows I got on PC, he's like, yeah, he doesn't really care about getting a PS5 nowadays. No one, no, yeah, like, the way I got my PS5, I got lucky because Walmart had this affiliate link that pretty much, I think you had to either I think you might have had to have been an employee for it. But basically, it just adds the PS5 automatically to your cart, so you didn't have to worry about adding it and not trying to add it back then and then being beaten out by scalpers or bots. It just added it immediately, and yeah, pretty much. I did it initially one time, and I didn't buy the PS5 then because I didn't feel like I needed it. But then the second time I added it, I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna buy my PS5. And it's still the same PS5 I've been using from 2 years ago. Even though I'm probably not gonna be using it too much this year now that I have a good gaming laptop and all. You got so lucky with your PS5? I assume you're one of those that were able to get theirs like literally during launch. At the very least within your first year. Cause I felt like getting it within like the first 6 months, that was definitely a hit or miss. The pre-orders were announced, you checked Twitter and this dude posted Amazon pre-orders. Well, that's all you had. No problem, you asked. I wanted to that tweet, you went screwed. Oh yeah, true, yeah, because I know like pre-orders weren't supposed to go up. But then like, if you were following people that mentioned that, or that posted they were available, then yeah, you were able to get one easily. Which, I wasn't trying to get one then, so it didn't matter much for me. But I know one of my friends was trying to get one ASAP, and he was pretty pissed. But he did get his within 2 months after it launched, so he didn't have to wait too long, thankfully. What the hell is this?
Target sighted.
Well, I guess I know why I'm ending the stream doing. Hey, when I saw it was 1 second, so you're lucky. True, yeah. I could definitely see that being the case. Man, I was just trying to look for a bunny and I ran into this. Not the day 900 plus scalpers. Those were definitely the days. 1K for a PS5.
May your blood run
Okay, this isn't too bad, thankfully. Maybe I'm just too leveled for this one. Come on. I got hit one on the blind side. We'll get that, yeah, at least.
Energy levels low. Position tactics ineffective.
Oh, come on. Nina, please heal me.
Batting at maximum.
Or revive me. Nina. Nina? Why'd you run away from me if you're going to do it anyways? No, easy. Okay, is there anything left?
Target sighted.
Oh, exquisite.
More about money. Nice. Anyways, I think we've done enough exploring for now. Got a few side quests done today. I made overall decent progress and wow. Man, short stream ending up being a 3-hour stream, which hey, at least it's not 4 hours, but I didn't want to stay up this late actually. Because I do want to watch the Trails anime tomorrow in the morning before I head to work. But it's fine. We gained a couple levels, made a bit of progress in the story, and now we're pretty much set to beat this game next week. Which has pretty much been what I've been aiming for. Not to say I'm not enjoying the game though. It's just more so I can move on to other games when I can. So, all in all, I think we made pretty good progress tonight. And I'm pretty happy for that as well, because just because I thought I would be going slow at a much slower pace, but I'm glad that's not being the case. With that said, that'll be it for me for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow, or technically today, but tomorrow with more Star Ocean Divine Force. And I'm gonna try to make that a slightly lengthy stream compared to usual for a Friday. Just because I know Saturday I'm not gonna be playing Star Ocean. We'll be on Fall Guys instead, because birthday stream, which if any of y'all want to join, feel free to. Otherwise, I'll just be playing on my own and chilling. And vibing as well. I'm not even sure what time I'm gonna be playing on Saturday, but it's definitely gonna be Fall Guys on Saturday. But we'll figure that out in due time. But anyways, for everyone that stopped by, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Till then, take care everyone, and have a good night.